50 subscribers. Yes. Hang on, chair's stuck. I didn't think to fix it before starting to film, so I'm having to nudge around. Right, 50 subscribers. Normally, I do, for every like 10 subscribers I've hit, 20, no, for 30 and 40 I think I've done a specific new video style thing. But for 20, I did a series on how, on like a scrapped video series, like video format I would have done before. And that's normally because if I can't think of a proper idea for a subscriber video, I'll just go with that idea instead. So you'll probably guess what's going to be coming. Instead of a new video style idea thing, there's going to be a scrapped idea. That's why I'm using the iPod to film in case I need to use ClipChamp to edit some more, and that's why I'm not using the GoPro with the tripod, because, well, the Windows Movie Maker or whatever is only capable of, as far as I know, they're only capable of editing clips together, title cards, which, yes, can be used for my videos, but nothing too fancy, to be honest. And the visual effects, which did happen once, but when I was trying to edit the video, turns out they took so long to edit, actually place into the video. So that's why I'm not doing that anymore, because, well, turns out you can get nearly the same experience with ClipChamp, and that takes way less time. So well done to you guys. Well done you guys for doing that. Right, enough of this gibber. Right, first, upcoming videos. Well, really, there's only one that won't take 4 million months to actually produce, because it doesn't feature any upcoming products or upcoming stunts like the Mario and the Super Things. There's gonna be some Star Monsters memes, or a meme video of like 3 Star Monsters I've thought of, joke ideas. Right, there's gonna be this post box where I think I do a voiceover. No, I just say, ever had one of those days? Yes, every day. Because then, this one, only because of the face. And then this one, because you can't go wrong. In fact, what's the use of a separate video? That was perfect. I didn't expect that to happen. I was just expecting just to show you the Star Monsters, not actually have it gone to do a proper video. So that video idea has been complete. So now we're going to be moving on to yet another scrapped video idea, and yeah, I believe this is the last scrapped video idea I have in my head until, well, the next time I think of, nah, that's not gonna work. So hopefully, as soon as I hit 60 subscribers in the next microsecond or year, I'll hopefully have an extra idea or some other scrapped concept, because, well, my mind's gone completely blank. So if I don't turn up with a subscriber video straight away, well, that's the reason why. Right, enough of this nonsense. Let's actually get to the product of the video. I have a red cube next to me, and the red cube is also insanely heavy, so excuse me if I take a bit longer. It's insanely heavy, and I've got no idea how I got it out of the storage unit, but in it there are some Smyths and Argos catalogues, which I'm going to be showing you. Now that's the reason why they're so heavy. And also have these Mashin Monsters magazines, which I might show, I might not, but I might. I don't know. I'm more against not doing them, because I mean, I would do them if the Mashin Monsters game was still a thing, because of the different secret codes you could input. But there's actually 2 caveats here. First being, if it was available, there's always the worry of the codes not being available, because certain codes used to have expiry dates. And second, I can't show them off anyway, because, well, the codes won't work because of Flash not working. I think that's the reason I had in my head, at least. So also, if I do ever show these magazines, it's going to be part of a series where I get all the Mashin Monsters stuff out with at least one secret code in, so I can show them off. Because like I did with the Lego Nexonite stuff, where I show all the stuff, the powers and that. So in fact, come to think of it, I don't think I've done I don't think I've done the... I don't know if I'm correct or not, but I don't think I've done the pocketbook of powers yet. I don't know, I think I might be wrong. So, let's just... also, I have this. It's the second sticker album they produced. As you can see, it's pretty much empty. It's empty. It's actually sort of empty. It's not full or anything. I think I'll just put the stickers in I got in my lap. You know, because I think it was on Mashin Max magazine that came up. They included like some free stickers at least. So I only inserted the ones that like fell into my lap. You know, like all the crash gems. You only get according to PlayStation Access. You the ones that fall into your lap are really easy to get because they just appear. Also, I have a load of these. I have a load of these magazines. That's only like half of them. Right. I'm not even sure. That might be all of them. I don't know. Also, Iggy. Yeah. Oh good grief, it's still going. And yes, I remember seeing this when advertised on TV. You probably remember it too. And this one I just stuck this included stickers over it for some reason when I got it all those years ago. I'm not entirely sure why. And this one is the first one I got. It's a bit of a worse for wear, as you can tell, but this is the first one I got, issue 17. Don't know where I found out about it. I think I just found it in a shop. Because, well, that will never happen again. Will it? Apart from the time I found super things. Right, enough of this gibber. Let's move on to the actual catalogues. Now, please note, I won't actually be showing all the pages to save time. I'm just going to be showing pages that have at least some relevancy to this channel, like the products I've shown on the channel in the past, like I don't know, Power Rangers stuff, maybe Lego Next and Night stuff too, if that's the thing. Also, Lego Mario is going to be guaranteed because well, I came out in 2020. I have the 2020 catalogue, so that's going to be guaranteed. Right, enough of this gibber. First one is the 2017 one. And look, also I think all these were delivered via post, because you can get them delivered by post I think for free. It's not paid for. Also you could just walk in and buy and just pick one up. You know, it's not paid for like how some shops just craftily get you to do that. Also, if I see anything strange or funny or like this, I'll let you know. On the very first page, or one of the first pages, you can see rip-off kinetic sounds. Oh, this is like a massive store chain, and first we're having to deal with this. Blimey. I can't believe that. Right, and for some reason, I'm failing to... You know, it's incredibly strange because, well, you know what, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to stop gibbering. Also, I know there's a catalogue here with a PS5 picture, and so there's going to be a meme where I say, "Oh, hey, look at the PS5," and then point out how, you know, how rare it was. Right, I'm failing to grasp the concept of the catalogue, and I'm finding the, I'm going as fast as I can, but I'm obviously failing to do so because I'm not being quick. Good grief. You know what? I could turn up at it's almost like all these companies just make up merchandise just because they're given like 1 pence. Like, it doesn't take much to convince them, does it? Good grief. No, I thought that was something to remember now. There's stuff. Also John Adams, they were a company. I don't know how they're doing nowadays. To be honest, I don't really know. Is that a Lego costume? That is a Lego costume. I think if you put in like Lego costume in Google search, you'll probably understand what I'm talking about, but I'm not going to show you, just to save time, because, well, I'm failing to grasp the concept of a catalogue. You know, find things quickly. I'm not finding things any quickly because I'm going slowly, to be completely honest with you. Good grief, right. Can we please just have some relevancy to the channel? Good grief. Oh, you know what? This is basically just like a massive meme at this point. because I know the Imaginext series of Power Rangers doesn't count because I don't have any of those. This is just outright strange because there's a product here called Minion Mania Voice Walker thing, and that's this here. And I actually remember seeing that on QVC for some odd reason. I've got no idea why that was. I don't know why they had stock of it, and I don't know what they were trying to sell it with. Also the biggest difference here is I can't remember if it was more or less than $24.99. So at the time, I know the Transformers items don't count because, well, unless I see any. Hang on, should they count or not? I'm not sure. Maybe they should. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Right, I'm just going to show them anyway, just to get the thing out of the way. If you look up a place like transformerland.com or something, I've put it on my Alton Towers website. I don't know, for some. I made like a really long-winded joke about how Merlin doesn't think their target audience for Williams will know about Transformers in the 80s and that. So that's why they call them the Williams, like the Williams, the Williams Retro Squad Ride Fabulous Fandango. Instead of actually like a Retro Squad ride. So I made like an really long-winded joke about how they think that kids won't know about Transformers, and that's what they called it. That's what they think to the book. No siree, no Williams. No sir, no Williams. Well, enough of this jabber. I've got nearly empty packet once. I'll just stick it in there. What other products available in this catalogue? Right. I know nothing about this Waverly Singer Transformer. Let's just I'm just gonna call them what they're by their real names. Look, these are 3-step turbo changes. Don't need to work like the 1-step changes, but they're 3-step, which is confusing because I thought, hang on, is there gonna be like a 2-step changer? No! Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. I suppose they're a bit bigger than 1-step changes. I think they're a bit smaller than KINECT. They are like the supermassive figures. Turbo changes, which is just a clever way of saying 1-step. That's Megatron and Bumblebee. If that name wasn't there, I'd think it was like Starscream, but I haven't watched the films, and I have to remember that sometimes Megatron is a jet in some things, and sometimes he's a tank, which is confusing because if they just kept him as a gun, that would be better. But they've got standards apparently, and they can't have that. Right, now we've got leader class. This is the really expensive ones stuffs. You've got Prime Edition leader figures. This has got to be Megatron, and that's Optimus. The really crazy thing about this is I remember seeing this in Transformers 4. This is Transformers 5 catalogue, not like a 5 Margos. I remember seeing this exact same thing in the exact same pose. Had bits of green on it. And then we've got really accurate detail because this is Hasbro we're dealing with. Premium edition feature figures. That's Optimus Prime and that's Squeaks. And that's not. And correct me if I'm completely wrong, but isn't Squeaks one of the fewer new characters? Because I know that this bloke here, Dragonstorm, Cookery is a 1-step, the 1-step turbo change, Cyberfly. That's not his name. That's just the gimmick. Lights up. Look at the price. This is Hasbro we're dealing with, so this has got to be massive. I obviously don't own this particular one, but still. Mega Turbo Changer, good grief. Of course, what that's trying to say is that if you remember from Transformers 4, you had a version of Grimlock, which was like a 1-step mega, like 1-step big size. I've forgotten what it's called, but this is exactly the same concept as that figure. They've just called it something a bit different. They've given it more lights and stuff, and so it'll sell more. The price is insane. And then we've also got. Good grief, this is where I'm completely lost. Look, Allspark Tech. No idea how this works. All I know if you've got Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. Don't know how the Allspark thing works. So I think it's some kind of oh, I do believe it works like the I think it works like the engine souls from Goanja, or the or the Gaia memories from Dabu, from Kamen Rider Dabu. I think how it works is it says Like as it sounds, but I think how it works is the figure has got like no electronics in it whatsoever. It's just like a regular transformer. But if you insert the cube, I said the cube is the thing that contains all the electronics. That starts all the phrases and stuff. So it's starting to think now, either that triggers whatever is in the figure, or the cube is just that. It's a glorified engine cell, basically, or a vice stamp, or a Gaia memory, or a world map. I'm assuming that's what that is. And the last thing here we've got Squeaks, which I believe was the big seller, it appears, because Big Squeaks was one of the new characters. Look, robot mode. That's obvious, isn't it? Dance mode, which isn't obvious because they're a robot, and blast mode, in which they turn vaguely evil and start shooting holes and everything. That got dark quickly. Right, enough of this gibber. Let's just move on to the. Hang on, we've got some more. Should I count the rescue bots? Yeah, I will. Only because they're on the same page as the blinking robots in disguise figures. You know, the ones I actually own. Right. Ignore this Power Rangers movie bit. I remember, I think I've told you this before, but when I walked into a Sainsbury's, I saw it on like a DVD like stand. You know how, I think the last time I went in there they used it for books. I'm not sure if it's the same thing or not. But nevertheless, I went in there, saw the DVD. Knew in advance it was like rubbish because it completely threw the base footage of I don't know, Kyoryu Sentai Z-Range out of the window or down the toilet. Just choose a phrase you want. Okay. But because there's no Green Ranger, there's none of that. They completely changed the power sword. They changed the Zords, and apparently this Megazord. You don't actually see the Zords combining, they just apparently just disappear and reappear according to Power Ranger Tube. Here's another British person. And apparently, when you get all of these Zords separately, which isn't like the Bandai version of Power Rangers toys at all, they normally come like packaged together, the finished Megazord would look completely different to the one you'd see in the film, and thus the £49 version, i.e. this one, it would look completely different. So that was a fail on their part. I'd think the film wasn't dead set on selling merchandise, but that could be wrong. I mean, come on, they gave the flipping power soldiers like £30. But also, I believe that in America, not in the UK. So anyone who actually liked these, that's just another massive offence, because anyone who actually did like these items were missing out, but just by really vaguely missing out, because in Target, I believe, Target exclusive, they had blue, black, yellow and pink versions of the sword, which are not screen accurate, sure, but then remember that it didn't make toys of the other 4 power weapons. So this is the only time I can think of when non-screen accuracy saves the day, vaguely. I don't know. I don't know. Right, enough of this nonsense. Let's move on to the Hasbro property now. Actually, no, they weren't by Hasbro. They were by Bandai, weren't they? Yeah, they were. Look, Transformers Rescue Bots. I never watched the TV show because, well, I was more set on collecting all the merchandise. Well, that happens, doesn't it? Right, you've got, good grief, I think, now, in my opinion, the biggest rip-off of this series is you've got a line called Flip Racers, and it always does what it says on the tin. You're gonna get, 10 bajillion exclusive characters, or just one character that's exclusive at least, and they don't transform, they just do this. Boom. Right, it's like, saying, look, here's a star monster. It's transformed now. It's like doing that. It's just ridiculous. I can't believe they actually managed to get away with doing that, because it's Transformers, not. Let's flip them and transform them that way to save money. It's Transformers. You can't go wrong. Oh, you can actually, according to Hasbro, but still. Right, you've got products here Flip Racer's racetrack trailer playset, which is just basically like a version of Optimus Prime that transforms into actually bit of a rip-off now. I believe he only turns into the front of the vehicle. He doesn't turn into the back, which means you won't get like a 50-foot massive figure. You'll only get like half of it. It's not even half. It's a quarter of it. Good grief. And then it turns into like a thing that resembles X-Racer's turbo truck or something. It looks like a truck trailer and stuff. And now you've got the Flip Racer's Vehicle 3-pack, which is Smyth's exclusive. Hang on, isn't the... Yeah, apparently, according to this, the previously mentioned product is also Smyth's exclusive, so get your wallets out, folks. And according to this, this 3-pack of Flip Racers is also Smyth's exclusive, so well done to whoever decided to make a 3-pack store exclusive, because that could have sold dosh money, made money. You know what? The business thing just confuses me. Like, why would you make a 3-pack a store exclusive? You could sell millions of units, and well, apparently they want to force parents into buying the bigger stuff first, which I think is a bit naff, but still. And then this next item is also Smyth's exclusive. Oh, that's the bane of my life, isn't it? Look. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, hang on. These are all Flip Racers products, which means if you want all these Flip Racers products, if you're interested in Flip Racers for some unknown reason, that's a dog. You've got to go and call yourself off to your nearest Smyth's toys. I can't believe that. Good grief. Yeah, that's right, folks. They didn't make any of these like bigger figures store exclusive. That's a lie. They did make this one exclusive. This one. They just made all the smaller ones exclusive for some unknown reason. Why? Chomp and Chase Raceway is the name of this. Works with Flip Racers. You don't say. Well done, Sherlock. Right, the last store exclusive thing is Optimus Prime Racing Trailer, which is basically just this, but bigger, which I won't understand. I think that's because it's supposed to hold the bigger figures. And they've actually made a bit of an error here. They've actually accidentally put a picture of, I believe his name's Blur. Appears to be Blur, I'm not sure. And an arrow implying that he transforms into that. You can't just transform it into a completely different product. That's not how it works. Jump cut. I've actually got to check if this is Blur after all. That seriously was to prove a point. Like the next item we have are the action figure assortment, which specifically shows, I think that's Gooey Chewy. No, I'm going to refer to Mr. Gross, not the actual characters. Not the actual blinking characters, because they're more of a cash grab. Mind you, they could expand the vehicles too, so I suppose it wasn't that much of a cash grab, more of a, ooh, idea! Dodgy Donut and Vac Attack. Also thinking about it now, it's a bit of a rip-off just to have only one clean team character. You could have done more. Like, you could have given more. That's a bit of a cop-out. Cop-out! And next is the Delivery Strike Motorbike and the Garbage Truck, which both come with 2 exclusive groceries. I don't think they have any names. Well, hang on. These guys have names, but I don't think these guys have any names. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna say their names at all, just so I don't humiliate myself. This one comes with a fish and like a stretchy piece of arms, and the other one comes with like a apple core and like a trash box, like the ones Wally makes and that. Let's just move on. Also, I was going to do a joke where I say, oh, my favourite Disney film, Wall-E, and then but before I say Wall-E, I cut back to a wall and stick like a picture of like loads of E's in Comic Sans say Wall-E. And I wanted to do that for the past few I want to say months now, but probably is months. Okay, I don't have anything from this range, but it's just so ridiculous. I've got to show you. Actually, that's a lie. I do have some, and I have showed you. I have shown you, not showed you. That's wrong. Look, Spynet, not from this range, but it's their spy gear is relatively similar. You know, competing. Next to Japanese merchandise. Look, you've got ultra vision binoculars. If I had this, I'd do a meme where I'd say, oh, it doesn't work properly or something, because I don't think it would, or I don't think the technology is as good as it could be. For £40, I don't think I'm going to be proving that wrong, because it could be built good back in a few years ago, right? A few decades ago at this point. On the road. Look, there's a tripwire. That's the promotional image, don't fall for it. And also, Vibrosonic walkie-talkies. I'm not lying when I say this, but I too saw this too. I saw this too in the exact same home bargain store in Infinity. Well done, lads! And the last item here is a touch video watch, which is basically just an Apple Watch, but it's got extra net in it. They've actually got the spy gear stuff, and I think spy gear is more well known than the spy net up here. But they were trying to keep it with each other. Good luck with that. It appears that this one just tried to be more gimmicky, and that's why these are more. I think they actually do work, but they're relatively cheaper prices than this. So I think this is more focused on higher prices, and I think this is why this one just disappeared after a few more minutes. I know this one was owned by Jack Specific. I don't know who these guys are owned by though, which is a bit of a concern. Look, you've got a ninja sword. Go back to Japan. They've also managed to stick a light on it, which how? Watch shown that before, but also must point out that this lens isn't coloured red. It's clear. Wrong. And they've also got spy gear night goggles, which alright, they don't look that good. Like there's two lights here. I suppose it depends on how powerful that flipping lights are. I don't really know about that. I suppose if the lights are super powerful, if they were like heavy industrial lights, that would be good because you'd be able to blind everyone around you. No. Obvious jokes of the monsters being massive. I think Chadtronic's already done that, so yeah, because he has. I think in another video, I've forgotten which one, but he actually managed to get himself, I think it was like $100 or $1,000. I'm not sure, $1,000 or $100. I've just seen something you might like. $100 good thing that shoots out those yellow balls, and I've just managed to find a rip-off Optimus Prime with like lenticular 3D glasses as like on his chest. Why is that a thing? Please tell me, Smyths. 321 Smyth! Oh, I've finally been able to do the joke. Oh, too bad I'm nearly at the end of this. Also, this looks like Mario Kart, so it's not Mario Kart. He's missing the massive camera on the back. Blimey. Also, if you're going to make merchandise of Ferraris, do you expect the kids to later buy a Ferrari? That's a conspiracy theory I'll be sure not to ignore later. Not to ignore, I meant to ignore. Right, we've got the Lego stuff here. Let's just get past all the unnecessary guff. I'm including the Batman movie, except I'm going to say that right now, like one of the antagonists, which is Spotman. I think that's not his name. Oh, his name's Polka Dot, but I'm going to be calling him Spotman because it sounds way too silly. He's ridiculous, and I think that was the joke. I'm not entirely convinced. Right, they also managed. You know, this is even though this is Smyths, they still stick knockoff Lego in here. Expensive knockoff Lego. Look the type you'd see in okay, maybe the mini Titanic and maybe the military jeep and helicopter sector. Yeah, it would be cheap. Cheap. They've got the Makai toy block tape, which, believe it or not, even though it's by Zuru, it's still rip-off Lego, and believe it or not, they've actually got more than one rip-off Lego brand. Max Build More, which I've actually seen in multiple home bargains. I think I've seen it in B&M bargains, but I could be wrong. I think I've seen it in Poundland. I don't know. I've also seen it in a co-op. Yay! It's the I don't know. It's one in Eccleshall, I think. Well, one of them in Eccleshall at least. Where it's like massive. It's the biggest co-op I've ever been into. And well, there I made a joke of saying Monster Energy. Figure out why I said that at your will. Okay, yeah, that doesn't count. Right, okay. now we've reached the board games. Now, sometimes they try out really stupid concepts for board games, and that's what the meme of this page is going to be. I think the hilarity of Mr. Bucket's already been covered, but what's not been covered is Fantastic Gymnastics, which is a game by Hasbro, because they apparently like frustration and rage, because this game is incredibly hard. Right, look up at your own risk or something, I don't know. Look, you've got Cluedo Jr. because they have to make everything for kids, or for like 4-year-olds at least, before they can rule the world, or something. Next is going to be like, Jenga Junior or something. Like, oh look, the tower's like this big. What's going to be next? Simpsons Game Junior. Good grief! Look, this is where they tried to stretch a concept out for like way too long. You've got Pie Face, in which you've got to do a YouTube and stick stuff in your face. Hang on, it looks like some kind of idiotic kind of, probably it is Pie Face Showdown. Alright. If you've got a hand that moves in more than one direction, listen, yeah. It's like if you were to do it with your own hand, your bone would break. Grief, having your hand like forced around, twisted like that. And then you've also got Pie Face Sky High, which is alright then. Hang on. Kids versus. I thought I said kids versus parents. Okay, now we got getting to the really dodgy stuff now. Look, Crazy Claw, where we like to stick faces on balls. That doesn't sound wrong at all. Hang on, that's Drummond Park. Avoid it. Hang on, that's Drummond Park as well. Listen, anything by Drummond Park will be ignored apart from a few such stuff. But still, Snotcher. He's a nose with a. It's like an off-brand Gooey Louie actually, but it's just a nose. Good grief! Why? Hang on, that's Drummond Park as well. Listen, with Drummond Park, with Hasbro, there's like one clear age demographic, but Drummond Park for some reason likes to split things up down the middle. Like, all these board games here are obviously made for like 5-year-olds. Like you've got shh, don't wake Dad. Og on the Bog, which is obvious. Also, that's obviously a direct British reference. Gassy the Cow, which alright. And you've also got the Magic Tooth Fairy game, which is the longest name for a game ever. Actually, no, there's actually one more that came out last year. That's actually got a longer name, and it's a direct clone of this game. It's a direct clone of the Magic Tooth Fairy thing, so keep an eye out for that in a later video. In fact, it's probably going to be on like the 5th video I do, because I've still got a good solid few things to look for. Giggle Wiggle, which is straight up on its own. Doggy Doo, because that's been going around for too long, and Silly Sausage. It goes pop. Well, that would hurt, wouldn't it? Gooey Louie. Listen, his brain comes out. Did anyone ever turn around and think, that sounds a bit strange for a kid's game? Alright, Pop-Up Pirate. He's Dynamite, obviously. That's obviously for kids. Look. Beat the Flush, which is a toilet with like a creepy smile on. Squawk. He's a chicken. I was thinking, no, it's a she actually, because it's eggs. And then we've got the outright copy Alien Vision and Ghost Hunt Evolution, which is the same concept except one's alien and one's a bloke with glasses on. Also Timber right here. If you can see that Timber. This is a rip-off of Jenga, and it only costs £5. £5.99. Brilliant value. Rubik's Cube, Rubik's Race, and Star Cube, which, hang on. I outright don't know whether it's from Rubik's or not. I'm confused and decided to buy that concept. Oh, good grief. The deluxe sign-up 4. That only costs like £6. Or £5.99. If you can see that, good grief, they were selling rip-offs and Smyths. I think they still are. Good grief, you're Smyths, not Poundland. Bang on, you're British, obviously. I think you're British, at least. Oh, I mean, when was the last time you heard an American say "bang on"? Okay, now we get to the part where jumping box games appear to be for like not young kids. Rapido, in which you get 2 blokes or 3 blokes in the first version, which had red, blue, and yellow, but now you've only got blue and yellow for some reason. And if you lose, plonk, you get part of your guts pulled out or something. Oh, I just made it incredibly dark. Right, we've got Sync Words with a hand, which is like Sync Noodles, that Pop Tropica bloke off of like on YouTube. Look, you've got split second warning. It doesn't cost that much to buy the game. Don't panic, she says while panicking. Get to the grip. Oh, that's what it's called. There's a Poundland rip-off of this game. I've listed on my website, but at the time of writing the page, I completely forgotten what it was called. But now I've remembered. But by the time I get downstairs, I'm probably not going to remember what it was called. So, yeah. Monopoly Ultimate Banking, because, well, that's what Hasbro wants you to do. Hand your credit card over to them. Oh look, it's Mulhern! It's Mulhern! It's Mulhern! 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 And you've also got Ben Shepherd. Is it a thing to stick a... Oh, he must have got Bradley Walsh. I'm family fortunate, I've got no idea who he is. Is it a thing to stick presenters' faces on board game boxes? Why? Do you think they'll sell? Also, Monopoly Gamer, well done. But still, Mulhern! 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 That's not Mulhern, that's a Star Monster! Get out of here! Rubber-day. Okay, is that everything? I don't think it is. I think we've still got to cover the, the gens. Hang on, what's the combined price of all this? Oh, good grief, come on, please. It's got eyes. It's going to be, we're going to have an invasion in the future within the next 24 hours. Look, we've got other dimensions. We've got Teen Titans Go, Powerpuff Girls, Jurassic World. Let's just go over the first 2, right? Believe it or not, I actually used to watch Teen Titans Go, and I realised it was a massive flop because, well, I didn't realise this at the time, but after watching a few YouTube videos from Phantom Strider, I believe, it turns out they decided to completely throw the concept of the original Teen Titans out of the window. And now I see why people really hate it. And as for Powerpuff Girls, I remember watching it and thinking, this is nice, until I realised how better the original was and realised, no! That's naff. Right, what's the things now? Beetlejuice, Powerpuff Girls, Doctor Who, Harry Potter. God. If you'll know what came into my head when I said Harry Potter, you'll know. Clue. Xbox 360 KINECT game and how bad it is. Oh god, Slytherin! Hufflepuff! DC Lego City, where it's a probably kids' version of Grand Theft Auto. Alright then! Look, what it is actually. It is! Look, DC Batman movie! And I don't ever recall this particular Excalibur Batman or Bioxide appearing in the film, and this just obviously exists. And mind you, it has been a while since I've watched the film. I've got it on DVD. You know, the DVD player recently stopped working. I don't know why that was. I can't remember why. I don't think it was reading any discs. The disc drive would open and close, but and you could insert the disc and get them out again, obviously, but it wouldn't read them. So we actually have a external disc drive. Oh, yes, it's external because internal means in. And that actually works, but it needs a USB-C port. It's not a very big cable either, so good grief. And the computer we've got downstairs, you know, the one you've been seeing with all the T-Racers links and that, that does not have a disk drive. I think so they can... No, it's not waterproof either, because it still has a headphone jack, still has some USB stuff. You know what? We've got touchscreen computers. We've apparently got a device that makes anything touchscreen. I've seen it on a Mr. Who's the Boss video, and apparently, well, in the future, what's the next big step? Waterproof computer. Count me out! I haven't got a bajillion pounds on me. Look, we've got Teen Titans Go. We've got Knight Rider with a talking car. That is the future. Look, we've got the Goonies with a bloke who's just up like Superman because, well, I haven't seen the film. This is obviously good directed to people who've actually seen these films, and I obviously haven't, so thumbs up. Batman movie that comes with an exclusive includes bonus minifigure Batgirl. And you've got the main starter pack, which I actually have but can't use because we recently sold the Xbox 360. And yet I finished the game anyway. I got to the end of the game and I finished it. Except for the half of it, I actually had to have a well, actually right next to me because I think I initially gave up on the Doctor Who stage, which is relatively early in the game, and I realised, how am I going to beat this? It's not a case of I'm more used to in games when you meet a boss. Just touch him with your hand and you defeat him. But in the LEGO Dimensions, it's not quite as simple as that. You've actually got to use your head. And I wasn't... this was a few good years ago, but I wasn't able to figure out what did what. And I couldn't really think of like 3 things all at once. And you're supposed to my understanding, because there's like a set of different keys you can use. And I got a bit thrown, so I had to have a walkthrough. So don't judge me. Skylanders Imaginators. With the starter pack, that's actually... Hang on. For Toys to Life, I wouldn't say you'd pay that much on eBay, but £30 for Toys to Life for a game, that's actually pretty good. But then this is a third-party game, so I also don't understand why in some territories they decided to reuse the Superchargers portal, and in the UK at least, and in some other territories, they decided to use the Swap Force portal. Why not do your own portal? I thought the Swap Force portal was too much to handle the old technology. Why? Unless, of course, the blinking, blonking portal. I'm actually not sure. It can read swapped characters. So I suppose that's why the Giants portal couldn't handle anything, so that's why that exists. Yeah, and you've also got Hoodsickle, Chain Reaction, hang on, let's just do it in the voice as they've done it in Hoodsickle, Chain Reaction, Grave Clabber, Blastertron, Pinata, Barbella, Typool, and Bad Juju. Bad Juju. Juju. But then we're still not done because we've also got Flare-Wolf, Buckshot, Chompy Mage, but it's the Chompy Mage! But it's the Jingle Bell version, but it says Jingle Bell Chompy, not Jingle Bell Chompy Mage like it's supposed to. Boo! Wolfgang! Amadeus Mozart. No! And Pit Boss! And yes, that's how I'm going to say his name, Pit Boss! And we've also got some of the creation crystals here. We've got, they aren't listed, like, type-wise, because I know they've got different types. There's like 6 per element or something. Air, Earth, Life, Light, Magic, Tech, Undead, Water. They don't list the fire one here, because that's included with the starter pack, even though you could technically do with multiple fire crystals. The combo packs, the champions... Oh, God, grief. Right, this one is Smolder Dash, Doombug, and... Hang on, is that supposed to be like a play on Doombuggy? I'm not sure. Probably is. Phantom Seed, send it on the last one. £10, that's actually pretty good value. Hang on. Did they used to sell the cool characters for that much? Strange, because they sell the, I believe they used to sell the Trackmasters for something like 20 or 30. I think I remember it being 20. But then I managed to convince myself in the past they were being sold for 80, so that's obviously not right. I think they were being sold for like 30 or something. I'm not sure even. I think they were being sold for 30 or 20. No way they were being sold for 10, blimey. Champions, this one includes I almost called him Bomb Show, good grief. Countdown, Ninja Stelvo and Riptide. You've also got a mystery loot box chest, which I hate because it's basically just blind. Well, mind you, it is like £2, so you can't hate that, can you? Oh, good grief, what's the, You can't argue with that, except you can. Look, we've got Superchargers left over stock. You've got Splat, big gulp pot fizz, except it says big bub pot fizz. I'm just calling it cop fizz. To the police. Vehicles now Shark Tank, Shield Striker, Sky Slicer, which rhymes strangely enough, Splatter Splasher, Stealth Stinger, Dive Bomber, Burn Cycle, Jetstream Legendary, Soda Skimmer, except it just says Soda Skimmer. No, actually, that's not Legendary, that's Nitro. Nitro! Blang. Patty Squad reference. Sea Shadow. Oh, this next bit's absolutely hellish. You might have seen it already, but still. Racing packs. We've got the Sharpshooter Terrafin and the Sky Trophy. You've also got the Terrafin and Jetpack double packs, but for £5 each. Good grief! Oh, I can swear they weren't selling them for that much initially. It's because they've got leftover stock in it. I don't know. I think they were selling the I don't know what the original prices are, and I can't be bothered to look it up, but I can swear they would normally be sold for more than that, much more than that. In fact, I'm not sure. I actually legitimately don't know. I don't know. This might be their own starting price. But what's even more hilarious is the Chaos Trophy being £1. Isn't the Chaos Trophy supposed to be the hardest one to find? Because I remember the Chaos Trap being like a bit of a chase figure. But released in like a 3-pack. If you're going to make it a chase figure, do not release it in a 3-pack. That just makes it easier to get. I suppose they didn't want to make any. I think they wanted the kids to let them catch chaos. And all right, fair enough. Still but still. That doesn't sound right at all. Ah yes, PlayStation Virtual Reality. It's a glove. PlayStation boxing gloves. Yes, these are real. They don't do anything. It's stuff to hold the controller. Can we please get some other? No, these got. Oh, hang on. We might actually get some strange peripherals in here. So Nintendo niche. Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Leave. New Nintendo 2DS XL. It's not new. Nintendo 2DS. The first one. New Super Mario Bros. 2 pre-installed. That's nice. Also available in Mario Kart 7. Huh? Oh my god, this wasn't Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon were brand new. Well, Pokemon Sun and Moon were like the newer games in these two are just upcoming. Blimey. Look, we've got Super Mario Maker for Nintendo 3DS. You know, the one that makes the new Super Mario Bros. Game style look worse than new Super Mario Bros. 2 on the DS. According to Nathaniel Bandy at least. Mario Kart 7. Some role-playing game, Mario Luigi, Superstar, Sega, and plus Bowser's Minions. If you like Tamagotchi Life, you'll love Metopia. I played it, I didn't like it. I played the demo, trust me, the demo is long. It is long for a demo. It's not like they give you like 6 seconds of gameplay, they give you like a full like 5 minutes of it, blimey. And I think that's what's so good about the Nintendo demos. They give you actually got like a good long amount of gameplay. That's what I like. Look, great value Nintendo 3DS titles. Super Mario 3D Land. That's the Nintendo Selects. Mario Party Island Tour, Luigi's Mansion 2. Can you finish now, please? Just checked, and yes, that is Blur. I don't know why. I just remembered. I think it was. It's been a while since I looked up the Blinking Rescue Bots page on Transformerland.com. So I could be not calling him the wrong name. His real name could be this bloke's name. But still, I don't. Why put 2 different pictures? That's not the only error they've actually made. If you were paying attention, you might have noticed it. And that's on this page. You'll see in a minute. Transformers Rescue Bots Megabot. His name isn't Megabot, his name's Optimus Prime. They should have put Megabots, but there's only one, so it's confusing. And if you move over here, you've got the really confusing Nightwatch Bumblebee. Bumblebee is known for turning into a car, not a flaming dragon. He's also not known for having 2 extra mini-cons by his side, and if I remember correctly, the red one is called Wingblades and the blue one is called Freezer Burn, and I think it is. I think that's what their names are. And what's even more confusing is that you don't get 2 minicons and combine them into one weapon. You get 1 minicon per weapon, which is strange because this one could just completely outright just bends all the rules. Then the next item we have is Rescue Bots rescan figures. And this is where things get a bit confusing, because it's like it's referring to 2 items. This is not a rescan figure. This is, I believe this is Nightwatch Optimus Prime, if I remember correctly. Oh no, it's not Nightwatch Optimus Prime. That's something. No, he's red. This one is blue. So this one's like a version of Optimus Prime. That's a dinosaur. Like I said, I don't know much about Rescue Bots, so Dinosaur Optimus Prime is the completely totally wrong name. Just so I don't get the entire internet and Transformers fanbase on my back saying, oh, you called it the wrong thing, boom! But I do know that this is definitely a rescan figure, and his name's Brushfire, and he's never seen again in the series, so he has only existed for this and then screwed off, which is a shame, really. And now we've got the Transformers Robots in Disguise figures, you know, the ones I actually collected. Actually, first off, you've got Transformers Generations Titans Return Deluxe Autobot, and now that is not a Robots in Disguise figure. That's way too advanced for the, I believe it's way too advanced for this Blinking Wave series to me. Like, the first product we have in the RID line is One Step Changes figures. I have both of these. This is Bumblebee and that's Optimus Prime. You know, this is the open to change. They didn't really give like a description of how you transform it. Like a instruction gimmick thing. This is open and this one's like pull up. Transformers Robots in Disguise. Oh, hang on, this is a 3-step changer. This is Optimus Prime. I do not recall if they did any more. I know they just did Optimus Prime. They're deliberately hiding what's on the next bit because it's funny, because they got it wrong. Warrior figures. This is Grimlock. Are you ready? Crash Combiner figures. Now, this one's Prime Strong and this one is B-side. Have you noticed that? Hang on. No, now I initially thought there was a problem. I thought that they were trying to put Armstrong and Bumblebee together, but I initially didn't notice these two. But there's still a problem because the spring-loaded parts on Optimus Prime and Bumblebee are actually flipped, so they're not in the locked position. They're not in vehicle mode. They're in combined mode. Error on the catalogue printing. I don't know how they pulled that off. Mind you, that's got to be a. Oh, next is a thing on Power Rangers. Yes, I've looked at the Green website. I can't pronounce its name. It's like a shortened version of Green Ranger. I can't pronounce its name. Oh, fine. I'll say Green Ranger. I don't know if that's the correct way of saying it, but we've got Power Rangers Ninja Steel, or in this case, Power Rangers Ninja Steal Your Own Money, because I've made that joke before and it was funny. Right. First bit is the obvious. I've already explained why this, well, some of these toys fail hard, but there's actually one more massive mistake they've made. Look, we've got the 12.5 centimeter action figures. Red, blue, white and yellow ninjas are shown here. Yes, I've just called them ninjas on purpose for a joke. Ninja Steel Megazord. Oh, they're flogging this for £42. Why? Why? This is worth at least £10 minimum. Actually, maximum, because Nitrazord and Kojak's would have barely got any paint on. But they still managed to pull off the oh, it's missing the sounds as well, but they still managed to pull off the dual mode, but they don't advertise the dual mode functionality, which is strange. You know, it's like anti-Shriek engine, which is strange. Why is this £42? Bleh. Next, of course, is the Megamorph vehicles. Yeah, they're actually called that. Brilliant. You've got the motorbike that comes in the no, they have stupidly unpainted figures. Look, we've got the Megamorph motorcycle and the Megamorph copter, and now we've got the Ninja Steel Morpher, and we've got the oh wait, seriously, they were flogging the gun. That doesn't work for 70. Why? Why? I can imagine the Morpher being sold for like 34 because you have to record all the sounds and that. But why the gun for 17? It's worth £5. Like, I'm not joking when I say when I actually found the Sword Star shooter in one of my local home bargains stores, the one in Affinity. I am not joking. I actually did see it in there for like I don't know, I think it was like a few pound. It was definitely not 17. Trust me, it wasn't. Can't have been. Although I can't tell the time, so I could be wrong. Tell the time, I meant time and travel. Boom. Right, you've got the gun, and the Sword Star shooter. I'd understand it being priced at 17 if it actually opened and if they allowed it to have a star fit on the back, if they allowed it to open, but it doesn't. Which why? And of course, we've got the Sword Star, the Ninja Starblade. This is the same kid from the Dino Charge morpher from Dino Charge. You can tell because, well, he's trying to spin the barrel. Because I've just copy pasted this photo here, he's holding the Star Wars trying to spin it. I give up. And yeah, the camera's gone wobbly. I can try and fix that. No, I can't. Have another wibble, 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 wibble. That's a new joke. That'll probably get me sued. Right, you'll probably notice the massive offence here. The Rockstorm Guitar Blaster. There's actually two major errors here. Well, I'm not sure. I think the second error was more shop's fault than the catalogue's fault. Look, it shows a Ninja Storm Red Wind Ranger star. That doesn't even come with this item. It comes with a separate power pack. It also says Smyth exclusive. If it's Smyth exclusive Smyth, then why did I see it in my local Toys R Us that isn't there anymore? It was the festival site one as well. Which also coincidentally happens to be the site of Home Bargains. That used to be PC World, Curry's PC World. You know what? The more I think about it, the more uncanny it gets. Let's just move on. Bull Rider Megazord. Then we've also got... Oh, they're flogging this for... I could swear the base price for this was... it was definitely not 100. It was definitely not 119. It was more like 100. It was like... It's 99.99 so in some other places. Something tells me they bumped the price up just to sell stuff at Christmas. And yet you're getting this. I swear to God, you can get the Japanese version for that price. I'm not joking. You can get multiple Japanese items for that price. Alternatively, you can get one Ninja Shuriken for that price. I am not kidding. In fact, no, I'm actually not going to go onto eBay. The eBay app does not work the same as the website. So, moving on. And yet the Ultra mode looks like a high chair, as again Power Ranger Tuber mentioned. I just realised because of how long this video is, I can only do one catalogue per video, so this is going to be another series. And speaking of series, look, Grocery Gang. Now I was going to do a really long-winded joke, which I sing the jingle from the adverts. You know, 150 you can collect. How many groceries can you get? Flick 'em, stick 'em, squish 'em and more. Grocery Gang at the account store. And I was going to do that until I realised, well, it would be easier just to do this. Flick 'em, stick 'em. I was going to show like a picture of like a Prit stick or something, but I could at least do this last bit. Flick 'em, stick 'em, squish 'em and more. Yeah, I really used Kenny for that joke. Flick 'em, stick 'em, squish 'em and more! Because of course the obvious reference here, Moose is on Aussie. Aussie? Or Aussie? I'm not from Australian. I'm not from Australian. I'm not an Australian, so I wouldn't know how you pronounce it. But I do know that they're Australian, and of course also from Australia, so this joke works fine. Squish 'em and more! Right, 12 pack Series 3. That should say Putrid Power, but no, it just says Series 3 because I suppose they could reference Series 3 while also saying Putrid Power. Say, oh, reference Putrid Power. Say, it's complicated. Complico. Always awkward prices. Actually, thinking about it now, £10 is actually pretty good value for this pack. Because I'd say the groceries are quite well manufactured. The bins feel good quality too, and the reason I'm showing this particular bit is I actually have some Grocery Gang stuff right next to me, so a bit of a spoiler there. I just realised I just did the exact same hand movement I just did when saying bit of a spoiler for a future video on that pack buster part of the Poundland special. That was not intentional, and hopefully you won't steal the word of copyright. Hang on, can you do that if it's another reference? I don't think YouTubers can do that if it's another reference in other videos, because it's the public thing. They can't. Understandably, they could copyright someone for using their content, but not by using not by constantly referencing their videos, which is what I'm doing constantly. Hello, I'm Spons.